Alright guys, welcome to today's edition of Price Action. Today, as promised earlier, my name is Joseph and we'll be looking at a few basic pairs of familiar pairs both in the forex and in the index market. Today's pairs on the forex is GBP USD, GBP CHF and GBP JPY. Okay, GBP JPY. All of them are going to be on our watch list today, and then we try to see what price is saying as regards them. And in the index market, we have V25 1S, V75 1S, and Crash 1000 likewise. Alright, let's get to business. Okay, let's get to business. Now, this is what we are looking out for. This is GBP Aussie, GBP USD. We could see how price from the daily time frame perspective. We could see how price generally on the weekly time frame, price is in a downward motion. Price is in a downward motion. It has been in a downward motion for a long time now. It went up, came down, and then up, and then down, moving in that sinusoidal motion, just as the way price used to. If you zoom in a little bit proper, and then you stretch up your trend line, it's the one that price is in a downward motion generally. So we anticipate that the downward motion continues for a while. Okay, on a daily time frame, it still shows a very clear downward spiral. Okay, likewise confirming our downward momentum in our weekly time frame. Coming down to the 4-hour time frame, we have a structure that has formed currently, forming a double top structure, and we could see this as the retest. But before that happens, I like you to take note of the fact that this is structural moves taking place vividly before your eyes. Okay, this is a structural move. You will see the long upward move, and then you will consider this as the impulsive move. This is the corrective. This is the impulsive. This is the corrective, and another impulsive move here, and the likes of them down to this point, forming a double top. Okay, so we could consider this particular place where price is currently now as our the retest of this neckline of the structure. You could see the zigzag tool telling us the end of this particular breakout from the neckline to the downside, and then the retest of the neckline somewhere here. So if we go to the 4-hour or 1-hour time frame, we also see that price moved in that structural impulsive corrective wave, as the case may be, and it came right now resting on our pivot point, our weekly pivot point on a 1-hour time frame. So it shows us that price has a tendency to drop down from that point. But whatever the case may be, that's why I stroke out this arrow. I drew out this arrow. Is either price pushes up to this side, forming a triple top, or right from this point, price can just drop down to the downside. But in case you are going to enter this particular trade, I like you to take cognizance of your risk management. Either your stop loss is somewhere here, or you put it far above here, or even here, as the case may be, and then your take profit is downward here, and watch the market play out to do what it knows how to do best. GBP CHF is moving more or less like that of GBP JPY. It's more or less like a replica of exactly a structural move. but in a different way. So we'll just rush briefly into it and see if it will give us the same thing. But my general bias for GBP CHF still remains a sell. Likewise, GBP USD, I'm taking a short position on this one. So what I'm waiting for is a rejection candle, hammer, doji, inverted hammer, evening star, triceratops, and the likes of them. I'll take a short position on that. Looking at GBP CHF, you see it's reacting to that particular zone that is drawn in this particular point. Same here, the reaction goes for GBP USD. It's more or less like a replica of what is happening on GBP USD. So this zone is also reacting to the zone. So I expect a short, but I wouldn't take this trade until a rejection candle has been printed on the 1 hour time frame. Likewise, a rejection candle has to be printed on this time frame before I could take a short position. Clusters of this rejection candle and this demand zone, this base of this rally base drop, this base right here, confirms the fact that this could be a fresh supply zone forming, and then price can go down from that point. So I'm also looking forward to taking a short position if one more rejection candles prints in this particular 1 hour zone. But peradventure it goes above it. I'm even in a short position already. So what happens on the demo happens in my real account. So this is me already in a trade in my real account, and same stop loss is just here. In case I get hit, I'll wait for another opportunity to enter at the top here and follow the movement to the downside. The game of patience still plays out in all the index. Game of patience and adequate discipline. Now GBP JPY has the same structure, so what you have to do is just to wait for the market to come to you, and you take advantage of this opportunity. They are simple as that. They are fast moving pair, and then they can pay your bills if you have the patience and discipline to wait enough. Same analysis goes for this, and then just to go straight to the point without taking much of your time, same analysis goes for this, and it's just as usual. Okay, just as usual. Check it closely. You can see that price by the zigzag tool, price is at the end of the movement and forming. This is more or less like a fresh supply zone forming to go down. We have our rally base, this is our drop, and then this is our rally. So we have a base here, and then we're expecting a drop to the downside. So whatever the case may be, we'll just take it from there. In case it forms another swap zone to the upside, we'll wait for the retest of this particular zone that has been broken to the upside, and we'll take a buy. But in case it does not go upward, it comes downward, we take a sell position. Whatever the case may be, both the three pairs that we're looking into, we would wait patiently for rejection candles to print before taking actions on them. Please take note, your patience you should have enough patience and discipline enough before you can take any trade. Any trade that you don't have patience and discipline to take, you might eventually lose your money. Okay, the forex market is risky enough, and then more riskier when you don't know what you're doing, and then you don't apply proper patience and discipline to your trades. Alright, so this is it for GBP pairs. The three GBP pairs we are looking at: GBP USD, GBP CHF, and then GBP JPY. The next we'll be looking at is the financial market. The forex index is next we'll be looking at is the volatility index, the binary market. In this market, we have crash on our watch list. Could remember the last time we said we were waiting for a sell. I took a shot on this. It was a little bit in profit, and then it spiked up above, respecting our initial zone here. If you check the weekly time frame, it gives us a clear view or yeah, the weekly time frame give us a clear view of that spike from above. I was a little bit busy. I missed taking the peak of this particular trade. Notwithstanding, I'm expecting that price from where it is right now goes a little bit, retest this particular zone, and then comes to the downside, or it just gets somewhere here close to my recent entry and then goes to the downside. Alright, so let me take this off. So this is what I'm expecting price does. So my second or third entry on this crash index should be somewhere around here. Okay, I'll be taking a short position somewhere around this point when I see a rejection candle print on 4 hours or on 1 hour time frame. Notwithstanding, I will still wait patiently for it to form that pullback I need for me to enter accurately. Alright, so that's the game of it. The game is patience, discipline, consistency, commitment, and then passion. Now next is V75 1S. I could remember the last time we looked into this pair. It told us that a bias on this pair is a buy, and it did respect that same line we drew. We took those buy position and then waited for it to form the structure that we needed to see before we take the buy position, and it did form the structure. It came down, it was somewhere around here, it came down to this point. It was somewhere here when we saw price moving to this point. We expected that it would go up from this point, but it didn't go up. It came down, forming a double bottom, a good structure for an upward push, and then now it pushed up to the upside, coming back to retest our trend line on 1 hour time frame, and then going up again, resting on a particular horizontal zone. A fresh resistance point. So price might likely come to the downside a bit before pushing up, or might come to the downside and then come down towards to make a triple bottom. Whatever the case may be, we are into this trade for a long buy position. Whatever the case may be, we are into this trade for a long buy position. But my bias still remain a buy, and I don't see it breaking this trend line. But in case it does break the trend line, I'm still okay with it. I'm still waiting patiently to take my buy position in the long run, because I see a long buy opportunity for a while on volatility 751S. My confirmation is just here. This is an inverted hammer showing bearish pressure, and then the end of that bearish pressure. Confirming this is my doji candle that shows the pressure has ended, and to an extent we are going to the upside. So I'm waiting for opportunities to buy, waiting for further confirmations for here to take a buy position, and then watch it spike to the upside this way. Okay, so this is what I'm expecting. I'm expecting series of wave though, but this is what I'm expecting to see happen on this particular index. My general bias on it is still on the upside. Volatility 251X is next on the line, and this pair has been an amazing pair and it's been doing wonders. It also moves as fast as volatility 75 and volatility 75 1S. Likewise, volatility 51S. They all move in the same speed like that, and in this pair we see no much data has been provided for this pair. They are just included recently to the trading board, and they move as fast as volatility 75. Okay, think the spread should be almost the same thing. Alright, spread is not listed here, but their movement is as fast as that. My general bias for this particular trade is price moving. I see price going to the downside. Okay, my general bias for it is that price is going to the downside, and my reason still remains that I'm seeing a structure here, and that's the head and shoulder pattern. And what is happening right now is the breakage of the neckline. This is the head and shoulder pattern. This is a long spike to the upside. It's a correction, and then this is the head, this is the left shoulder, this is the right shoulder, this is the breakage of the neckline, and then here we go with our retest of the neckline. First retest coming downward, and then the second retest on that same point, the same resistance, and then the same supply zone, and it's coming down to the downside. It's just that this pair has a lot of wicks candle and all that. It's not kind of palatable for small accounts. Might easily blow small account also. Our advice is stay off this pair if you don't have a large account. Large account in the sense that it should be nothing less than $200 and above. So you could have that account size. You could enter this trade and then leave it for a long period of time, coming to the downside. I see it coming downwards, but it has to form a lot of rally. That's the nature of this particular pair. Okay, but the general view of it is to the downside. Notwithstanding, you don't predict the market, you react to what the market is giving to you. So you don't predict, you react to the market. So as you can see, it's forming on a 1 hour time frame. It's forming a good structural continuation pattern. Okay, that's a bearish flag, or you could call it a descending triangle. Alright, so we expect price to break below this, retest that structure, and then continue to the downside. Okay, expect something like this to happen wherever it's coming from. Here, it could come from here, retest that particular, then to the downside. So this is what we're expecting to see from that index. But notwithstanding, my bias still remains a very strong sell on this index down to the downside. Okay, so yeah, this is still my bias, and it's coming concern. So alright, this is it for today's edition of price action today. In case you have any questions, you have comments, you have likes, I'd like you to just post a comment below this video, and chat me up on WhatsApp, and then a host of me and others will get back to you as we become better and more profitable in our analysis. The Crown Traders is still open and there to help you become a better trader, finding your personality, knowing the secrets to the market, and having a broader view and a trained eye to see what the market is doing with an objective view, accepting the risks of the market and doing what is needed like a professional, and then the profits will flow to you. So you have to be trained, you have to be mentored, you need somebody to hold you by the hands, teach you the discipline of the market and how you can be one with the market until you become profitable. This is an impure price action involving so many tools. In subsequent times, I'll be going on a very pure price action without the use of trading indicators and the likes of them to carry out analysis. Notwithstanding, I hope to see you on Friday or Thursday as I bring the recap of this video. Let's see what price did in response to the analysis that has just been displayed here today. Alright, once again, your host Joseph. We see at the other side. Cheers.